You know what the world needs more of? Platform games, because there is just such a lack of them these days. It's like whenever gaming seems to be getting dry, a new platformer game just comes out and 9 times out of 10 is arse, like complete literal garbage. So when Cuphead released in 2017, it was such a surprise to me because, I'm just kidding, in 2017 I was 12 years old, just started high school, and most importantly fat. So I don't know if you guys know, but I am literally one of the best gamers in the world that even the game couldn't handle me. Throw any game at me, I will beat it. My game's crashed. Cuphead on average takes a total of 10 hours to complete, which is actually kind of true as it took me a total of 10 hours and 40 minutes to complete. But the thing is, I didn't know there was 2 difficulties, and to actually finish the game, you need to do it on the harder difficulty. I made it all the way to the damn casino, and now I gotta go back. So I'm assuming for everyone that took 10 hours to complete it, you also made the same mistake. I hope you guys are good. The game is simple. There are 3 islands, and there are bosses on each one. You need to defeat all the bosses to progress, and that's literally it. There is also these run and gun things, but who actually cares about these? This is how everybody felt in the 1930s. Get the fuck out my way, dickhead! I hate this game. The story is also simple. 2 little Cuphead people are going ham at the casino and bets on the devil, the owner of the casino, and you obviously lose. And if you don't want him to take your soul, you need to go around fighting all the bosses and taking their souls to give to the devil, so the devil doesn't take your soul. Sorry if you can't understand that. And we're off. The first one is this potato in a garden. He turns into a carrot and gets destroyed. Potato man down. Next up is a jumping blueberry. He turns into a massive jumping blueberry, and he turns into a gravestone, and boom, man down. I then venture into these 2 dumbass toads. These guys are really fucking hard, but eventually, after they turn into a literal vending machine, I destroy them. Easy. Next up on the list is this flying plane lady. Bro was actual easy. She turns into some like goat thing, then into a moon. Easy shit, get destroyed. Then it's Mr. Sunflower. I fucking hated this guy. Man! Fuck off! Oh, fuck off! What? Next is some lady in a pink cake house. This is one of the hardest boss fights yet. She throws these 3 random people out to kill you, all while these little dudes are just running on the ground. And then after you take all 3 out, the whole damn cake castle runs at you. Anyways, I gave up on her and we will be back. There was also this easy ass fight with a boat. Literally, this fight was way too easy. I don't even want to cover it. Moving on. This next fight was the worst thing I ever did in my life. This stupid ass bee literally made my life miserable for like 40 minutes. This police dude chases you, she shoots literal missiles at you, then throws these like floating balls at you, then these triangle shooting things, and then she turns into a plane. This fight made me go crazy. But we got her. Oh my god, I'm fucking crazy. I'm insane. I was born for this game, literally first try. This mermaid lady in the water, I would argue, as a fucking cakewalk. This lady was also so easy to beat, like no joke. She also turns into some like Medusa from Percy Jackson or something. Then there is this random can guy in a shirt or something. His second phase was pretty hard, but I did it anyways. And then he turns into a cat or something. Either way, pretty easy fight. Thank you for being a reasonable fight can guy. Then there is this ghost train guy. Other than this pumpkin just ruining the whole entire fight, it wasn't too bad. Another valid boss fight. And I thought this theater lady was going to be hard as shit, but in reality, it was pretty easy. Just another regular fight, to be honest. I would argue this robot as the hardest fight in the game, harder than any boss, harder than the last boss. This fight drove me insane. He shoots lasers, this force field thing just comes out and flies around. Little planes comes out, bombs come out, screws that just fly everywhere, and these random arms and magnet things that just come around and fly there. Once you take out his first stage, he turns into a literal missile and just flies around. And then his last stage is the longest stage in the game. He shoots a shit ton of bullets at you, and there are these stupid walls in your way. He drove me literally insane. But I eventually got him because, you know, no one stands in my way. Okay, so I missed a couple bosses because I'm stupid as shit. We also had this roller coaster guy. Honestly, a pretty hard fight considering these little super fucking ducks. These weird inflatable hot dog things fly at you, and he also rides some flying donkey thing. We've also got a green dragon. Pretty easy fight. He just shoots fireballs at you and you gotta dodge them and dodge these little dudes just jumping around. We got a flying genie who took me 2 attempts to beat, and some random flying cuckoo bird who can't aim straight. Now, before you actually get to fight the devil, you have to fight his apprentice, Mr. Dice or something. This game is stupid. You play a dice game or something, move along the board, and whenever you land on a red square, you have to fight a boss. If you kill him, you move on and get to hit the dice again. Also, your health never goes up, so if you take damage, it doesn't reset until you beat everyone, but you can land on these health squares and get an extra heart. At the end of the minigame, you actually gotta fight the Mr. Dice guy. He's pretty easy. He just sends cards at you and you can jump on the pink ones. Anyways, Mr. Dice down. Now, the devil. You can decide to hand over the souls. I don't know what happens if you do this because I didn't do it, so don't ask. Go research it or something. But if you deny to give the contracts and the souls, you must face the devil yourself. And honestly, it's gonna sound dumb, but this fight was actually really easy. His first stage is so damn easy. He sits in his seat, does a couple moves, and then goes back to sitting. The only hard part was when he threw his flying things around. That really got me a lot, but then he just jumps down into like hell or something. He becomes massive in the middle of the screen, chucks a couple things at you, and that's it. I also haven't beaten him yet, so I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, like I said, he is pretty easy, and that's the game. They just run home and say to everyone that they're goated or something, and the devil is no longer. That's literally it, and it closes with a book. Now, Cuphead was a phenomenal game. I loved it, but I had a few problems with it that I would like to address without sounding like an asshole, and how this game could have literally been the best platformer game ever. Yeah. Just saying, this is all my opinion on everything, and none of you guys have have to agree with it at all, so please don't hate on me. First up is the length of the game. Now, I played this whole entire game twice, as I accidentally didn't click the right difficulty. Now, I know there are 3 different difficulties in this game: simple, regular, and expert. You unlock expert after completing it on regular. I just don't feel like the game was long enough. The game was in fact great, and I had a really great time, but considering the amount of repetition and all the boss fights, it just didn't seem long enough to be memorable. People are saying that they finished this game with 5 hours clocks. Like, how the fuck do you be so good at video games? Now, I can absolutely appreciate that 2 people made this game and drew everything. Everything is hand drawn, super impressive. But talking about all the drawings, if you love high graphical games, you're probably not gonna like this game. As I said, it is hand drawn, so nothing looks realistic, but that's the whole point of the game. It is supposed to look like a 1930s cartoon. I was reading reviews about the game and I kept on seeing people complaining about that. Like, that's literally the point of the game. What are you complaining about? That's like reviewing Mario Kart and saying you don't like it because it's a racing game and it's not supposed to be. But if you are a fan of good graphics and difficult games, go play Elden Ring. The difficulty of this game is also something I want to address. It isn't a hard game, kind of. I'm fully certain anyone can learn the mechanics of this game and eventually get it down and finish the game. The game is definitely challenging and it feels good when you finally finish a boss, but it's not like, yo, I need to put my controller down, I just did the best thing in the world feeling like other games have had me. It's more like, finally, I did that. Now let's move on to the next boss, which is 3 steps away. That moves me on to my next point. The game doesn't have much variety. It's pretty much just boss after boss after boss, unless you do like the running guns and the weird jump on this pink guy game. Oh, and there's also a shop, and that's about it. You can change your abilities and shit. It's pretty cool, but that's it in the base game unless you get the DLC. But after all this, I would still say this is one of the best platformer games I've played. In the last 2 years, I've become a massive Souls-like game fan, so this is a refreshing, easier game that isn't a Souls-like but had a ton of boss battles that I could play and appreciate. I had an amazing time in it and absolutely loved every second. Everyone is going to think I'm stupid for saying this, but I enjoyed this game a lot more than Hollow Knight, and I think the game is better than Hollow Knight, but I still think Hollow Knight had a better art style. If you want more out of this game, get the DLC, The Delicious Last Course. I saw some videos, definitely looks really good, even more fun than the original game perhaps, but I just started uni and I'm broke as shit, so no DLC for me, but maybe DLC for you feel me? Anyways, Cuphead, my favorite boss was the devil, of course. My favorite weapon was these little red arrow shooters, and my favorite passive thingy was a thing that gave me 5 hearts instead of 3 but made my attacks weak as shit. I just use this because I suck at dodging in all games. This game literally drove me insanely insane. I promise I'm not an abusive person, but Cuphead made me feel like a prison convict. Here is a little raging compilation. Sorry Kaylee if you see this. Here we go. I really don't fucking like this game. What the actual fuck? Man, get the fuck out of my way! Get the fuck out of my way? How am I only that far? How? Oh, what? What? How? Oh, shit. Ah! What hit me? Anyways, thank you all for watching my video. I feel a sense of great accomplishment when I finish hard games like these. I love feeling awesome about beating something that has no positive impact on my overall life. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and a new video soon when I figure out what to make. Okay, see ya.